Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvatvatitam Praganasadusham Tattvamasya Vilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadhi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Yes, Nityanam, all of you, and welcome again, once again, after the powerful power manifestation, satsang, and hope all of you have enjoyed the satsang. And it's always the powerful clicks that Swamiji gives. It just energizes us, and we have that powerful understanding clicks. And the moment we have that click, we know yes, we are ready to transform, and we are eager to transform ourselves. And not only that, when we enrich others, we are building that, so as Swamiji mentions, that there are 6 levels of Paramadvaita. Not only how Swamiji not only gives the Paramadvaita to ourselves, but to express through ourselves. All right. So with this, now we'll be entering into the next revelation by Swamiji on true love. As today we are having sessions on the relationship, conflict management on relationship, and the deity itself today was the Kalyan Sundar Murti. So true love, where Swamiji will be revealing on this very topic. So let's get ready. Please come to the space of listening as we enter into this revelation with Swamiji.
Bhagavan starts Etvamaksharamanirudesham Avyaktam Paryupasade Sarvatrakavachintya Kodastam Achalam Truvam Sanniyam Yendriyagramam Sarvatra Samabuddhaya Te Prapnamandi Mameva Sarvabhuta Hiteradaha. But those who fully worship the unmanifested, that which lies beyond the perception of senses, the all-pervading, inconceivable, unchanging, the non-moving and permanent, achala, dhruva, by restraining the multitude of senses, worship me, they all, working for the benefit of the mankind, attain me. See here, Krishna is not making two groups. Arjuna is making two groups who are established and who are radiating. Here, Krishna says both are one and the same. He is not making two groups who are established and who are radiating. He says the person who is established will always radiate. The person who radiates will always be established. As I was telling you, it is a virtuous circle. It is a virtuous circle. Radha, she starts saying, Gopikas, I don't know what happened. I am seeing Krishna in everybody. I feel everybody is Krishna. I don't know what is happening to me. Then one Gopika says, you have the bhakti as Anjana in your eyes. It's like if you wear the black cooling glass, you will see the whole thing. It's dark. If you wear green cooling glass, you will see the whole thing with a green shade. Same way, when you have the bhakti Anjana in your eyes, if you have the bhakti in your eyes, whomsoever you see as Krishna, you see as divine. Here, Krishna says, the person who is established in that super consciousness and the person who radiates devotion, both are one and the same. There is no two different group. Maye vamana adasva Maya buddhim niveshaya nivasishyati mayyeva adabhutvam na samsayaha. Just fix your mind upon me, the Supreme Personality of Divine, and engage all your intelligence in me. Thus you will live in me always without a doubt. Na samsayaha. Now he comes to the technique. At some one point, the virtual circle has to be started. The beginning has to happen at some point. First he explains about the virtuous circle. Then, now he comes to the technique. Please understand, love is not a mood. It is your very existence. As long as it is your mood, it will come and go. There are two kinds of love: horizontal love and vertical love. Let me explain the horizontal love and vertical love. Horizontal love is just like horizontal line, flat. It is related to time. It will start and end. Please be very clear. Anything which starts has to end. If it takes little more time to end, don't think it is permanent. Don't think it is permanent. Anything which starts has to end. It may take a few years or few months, that's all. But it ends. This is horizontal love. Horizontal love is related to time. Vertical love is related to consciousness. It neither starts nor ends. It doesn't discriminate. It's your very quality. If you discriminate and love, please be very clear, it cannot be called as love. It is just infatuation. As long as the other person fits in your frame, all your love will go. The moment the other person doesn't fit in your frame, your love will disappear. In our meditation camp, the first session, the first practice which I make people do is, tell me honestly, or make a list, honestly, how many of you really love at least one or two persons in your life? And usually in the beginning, people will come up with a big list. Husband, wife, father, mother, brother, sister. One by one. When I start talking, people will cross. No, then it is not love. No, then it is not love. But people always come and get stuck when it comes to the son or daughter. When I say all your love is for some reason, three reasons: either economical benefit or psychological support, that you have somebody as your family, or as your community, as your group. At the time of risk, they may support you. When it is needed, they may be behind you. Psychological support. Third thing, good certificate. Sometimes we do share love, we do show love. We may not have any economical benefit or the psychological support, but expecting a good certificate. Good certificate. Attention. Some need will be there. People tell me, Swamiji, no, I don't love my son or daughter with any of these three things. I ask them, all right. If suddenly your son starts doing things on his own, he starts deciding on his own, if it doesn't fit with your frame, if it doesn't follow your words, if it doesn't live according to you, will that love be saved? inquire honestly, naturally people start saying, no, it will not be. It will come down. Means what? We love our next generation as long as they are extension of our life. We fulfill our desires through them. We fulfill our life through them. Whatever we can't, we try to fulfill through them. As long as they act, they live as an extension of your life. Relationship is really beautiful. But the moment they start deciding on their own, the moment they feel that you are suffocating them, and they stand up and say no, whole thing takes a different turn. But for kids, they feel they are man or women only when they say no to parents. It's a basic instinct. Only when you say no, you feel you are individual. They don't bother what you say. All they know is flat one word, no. Flat one word, no. They do not know anything else. They feel strong when they say no. That is why all over the world, the youngsters, they always rebel. Whether it is developed countries or Eastern countries, all over the world, in all culture, youth, the youngsters always say no. Because when they say no, they feel that they are very strong. No gives certain kind of strength. But your love is dependent only on yes. As long as you receive yes, your love also yes. When you get a no, you start saying the same no. It is horizontal love. That's the reason. It ends with some reason. Vertical love never ends because it never starts. Suddenly at some point, you realize, just like this body, how you live inside this body, same way you are living inside every body. Inside every body. There's a beautiful example given in Upanishad. A master asks a disciple, do you enjoy all your five senses? Disciple said, yes. Suppose if one sense is missing, will you have the same amount of joy? He says, no, 20% less. If two senses are missing, 40% less. If suddenly you have five more senses, he said, naturally 100% extra. He said, if you are given one more body, naturally I will enjoy twice. Or if you are given five bodies, naturally I will enjoy 5 times more. If you experience, you are living in all the bodies, what will be the joy and ecstasy? Immeasurable, eternal, ultimate. That is the same thing which enlightened people experience. They experience the same thing. When they experience their fill in the whole universe, or they are in every body, they experience the tremendous ecstasy, the tremendous pleasure or bliss. That is why they don't need anything from the outer world. They don't need anything from outer world. One elderly person, he came to our program. After that, he came near me and asked me, with a lot of sympathy expressed, in such a young age, you became a Swami. With a lot of sympathy that I missed life. With a lot of compassion, he was expressing his compassion with a feeling that I missed. I told him, don't be sympathetic towards me. Actually, I should be sympathetic towards you. Even after 60 years, you are not able to liberate yourself. Even after 60 years, you are suffering in the samsara. Don't be sympathetic towards me. I should be sympathetic towards you. When you experience that ecstasy and bliss inside you, you don't feel you are missing anything from the outside. You don't feel you need something. Real renunciation is not you renouncing the world renouncing you. When you have the joy and ecstasy, bliss in you, automatically you will radiate that within you. You will never feel you are missing something. You lost something. I always tell people, never renounce unless you have the ecstasy inside. Never renounce. Work only for the ecstasy. When that happens, automatically the renunciation will happen to you. You don't have to renounce. Automatically it will happen. Be very clear. If you renounce the outer world without having the inner world, you will fall in depression. I have seen so many sannyasis who take this life, who have not achieved the inner experience, who are caught in the social service, fall in depression. Around the age of 40 to 45, simply they fall in depression. They give counseling for the whole world, but they will be in depression. So many monks, they fall in depression. Never renounce unless you have a solid experience inside. When you have the experience, you don't have to renounce. Automatically renunciation will happen. All these things will drop you. Instead of you dropping, they will drop you. You dropping will always have a problem. They dropping you is the right thing. When you have the joy in you, when you start experiencing the joy in you, nothing needs to be renounced. Automatically, things will happen. Here Krishna gives technique to start the virtuous circle. Let you fix your mind on me. Let you establish your intelligence in me. In this way, after acquiring that boundaryless consciousness, you will live in me always. How to establish our intelligence on him? Continuously try to put all these ideas and thoughts inside you. Ramakrishna says, what you eat, same way only you will belch. Same smell only will come out when you belch. If you eat some kind of vegetable or fruit, when you belch, only that smell will come. Same way, if you add these ideas continuously into your mind, into your consciousness, naturally it will start radiating. It will start shining through your being. Let your intelligence be established in his being. Means, when you are in some trouble, automatically the solution should come from you based on these ideas. As on now, we run and refer the book. It means you are having Guru only in the outer world. If you again and again digest all these ideas, even when you don't have trouble, try to put these ideas inside you. Only then they will go and sit. When you have trouble, they will start guiding you. When you have trouble, if you read, you will not be able to digest them, because already your mind is in confusion. How can you receive them? How can you digest them? It can never happen. When your mind is in normal state, let receiving these ideas inside your mind become a regular habit. Let it become a just normal lifestyle. How you eat every day, how you take bath every day. Same way, let you eat these ideas in you beautifully. Shankara writes commentary. on this sutra, Agara Suddhi. Agara Suddhayo Smriti Suddhi. When your Agara is purified, your memory is purified. Please be very clear. Ahara does not mean just the food which you take. It means whatever you take through all these five senses. The TV programs which you are watching is ahara. Music which you are listening is ahara. Food which you are eating is ahara. Smell which you are smelling is ahara. The touch which you are enjoying is ahara. Means all these five should be pure. Only then you can radiate the purity. You can radiate bliss. You can radiate ecstasy. You can radiate divine intelligence. Understand? Unless you purify agaras, which goes through other senses also, you cannot expect the purification of your memory, especially these TV shows. I really feel blessed. I am born and brought up in a village where there was no TV in those days. People ask me, Swamiji, how do you pick up things easily? Of course, somehow I pick up things very easily, very quickly. One small fact, it's a truth. Just 2 years ago, I started speaking English. All I studied is only in my mother tongue. I studied a little bit, that also in mother tongue. I started speaking English and I started coming to America. Means 2 years ago, 2003 August. They asked me, how do you pick up? And I continuously read. How do you read so many pages, so many books? It's just because I never used to watch TV. TV straight away destroys your consciousness. Please understand. Not only your eyes, straight away it destroys your consciousness. Let me tell you an important thing. Understand this example. You are traveling in a vehicle. If you are going 40 miles per hour, you can see whatever is there in the road, boarding or a signboard, whatever is there in the road, you can see very clearly. If you are going 100 miles per hour, can you see? You can't. You can't see them clearly. The reason is more number of frames per second is coming in front of your eyes. More number of frames per second is coming in front of your eyes. That is why you can't see. You can't understand what it is. Normally, your eyes can receive, analyze, process and file as long as the informations are given to you 6 frames per second. 6 frames per second if it changes in front of your eyes. Your eyes can take that message, analyze it, categorize it and put it in your consciousness, put it in your memory. But if it is more than 6 frames per second, your logic will lose its balance. TV is at least 16 frames per second. Straight away the information is forced on you. Please be very clear. It's like you have a security watchman outside your house. Thief comes and pushes the watchman aside, kills him. Straight away walks into your bedroom. Same thing is happening when you watch movie, when you watch TV and movies. Logic is your watchman. He is standing. Logic stands, whatever information comes to you, it analyzes and it says this is truth, this is lie, this is a toy, this is a real man, this is a just fake, this is doll. The informations are analyzed and recorded. When you watch movie, when 16 frames per second is flowing, when the information is forced on you, infused on you, your logic loses its ability to analyze. And straight away the information reaches your unconsciousness. Straight away your unconscious is exploited. Straight away the information penetrates you. It's like a robber straight away walking into your bedroom, killing the watchman. One more thing. Because the information reaches you straight away, you lose the logical analyzing capacity and emotional balance. That is why you know for sure that actor is still alive. You know for sure that actress is also alive. But when you see in the movie that he is murdered or killed, automatically you start weeping. Tears are rolling. You know for sure that is not happening there. That is not true. But when they laugh, you laugh. When they cry, you cry. According to that scenes, your mood also changes. If you see a depressing scene, you fall in depression. Why? You are an educated person. You know it's a drama. You know the person is alive. You must have seen the actor just few days ago in person. But when you see that movie, you experience it. Why? Because the logic which analyzes between the truth and the lie is put to rest or pushed aside, and information is straight away flooded into your system. Straight away it goes into your unconsciousness. So be very clear. Never watch any program which creates depression and or misery in you. Depression or misery in you. Of course, if you watch some program which gives joy, which makes you laugh, that doesn't hurt your consciousness directly. You may at the most waste little time or eat little bit at the time of watching movie. Only a little bit of obesity problem is there. Otherwise, no other problem. The survey says more than 80% of the people eat when they watch TV and face the weight problem. You may have only little weight problem, nothing much, but never watch anything which creates depression or low mood in you, especially horror movies. Please be very clear. Let me answer one important question. Is there anything called devil or spirit, Swamiji? This is a usual question I face. Let me tell you very clearly, there is no such thing as devil. No such thing as demon. No such thing as spirit. Be very clear. You may have 1000 references. Now I know your minds are just collecting all the references. What all the movies you saw, what all the shows you saw, what all the books you read. Your mind is collecting all the references. Please be very clear. Once your unconscious starts believing there is a spirit, you project it and see. Whatever your unconscious believes, you project that and see. Now, especially after a lot of research is done on the hypnotism, they are coming up with a great truths. If a person is hypnotized and if fire is put in his hand and the hypnotist gives an instruction, you are holding a flower in your hand. You are having rose flower in your hand. Not only the hand never gets burned, after the fire is removed, the hand smells like a rose. Hands smell like a rose. Hypnotism has got so much of power. Means the unconsciousness has got so much of power. You are unconsciously hypnotized and taught something like ghost exists, and you project and see. When you see some experience, then it becomes a solid faith. Vicious circle. You are caught in the vicious circle. One more thing. Just watch some horror movie continuously for 3 days. You will see ghost. Even your screen moving will look like a ghost. Even if your wife walks inside your room, for that you don't have to see horror movie. Anyhow, you will always feel disturbed and you will always be in the consciousness. And whatever happens around you, you will connect with it. And exactly after seeing horror movie only, you will feel like having little water. You will walk up to kitchen. Suddenly there will be a cat jumping exactly on you. And now the whole scene is completed. Now you know for sure the ghost exists. Be very clear. It is purely your unconsciousness. Because you start believing it, you start projecting it. Once you start projecting it, your faith is strengthened. It's a vicious circle in which you are caught. One more thing. Ghosts as such don't have physical body. See, you are having 3 level bodies. Physical, subtle and causal. Even if they exist, they don't have physical body. Of course, first of all, they don't exist. But for argument's sake, if I collect all your arguments and if I have to argue, if we accept they do exist, they exist only in the subtle body or causal body. They don't have physical body. No ghost comes to you with physical body except your spouse. No ghost comes to you with a physical body. It means they have only 66% of capacity which you are having. You are having 3 body, 100%. They have only maximum 2 body, only 66%. It means they are less powerful than you. They are less powerful than you. Even if they exist, you don't have to be afraid of them. Understand logically, even if they exist, you don't have to be afraid of them. They are lower level jivas. They are lower level entities. First thing, they don't exist. Even for argument's sake, if you have to argue, they are lower level entities. You don't have to be afraid of them. So be very clear. All this talking to the ghost, media, or medium, talking to your some relatives who are dead, all these things are pure stories. One story is built on the other story. Next story is built on the third story. Pure story. Nothing but pure story. Small story. One lady goes to a medium to talk to her husband who recently passed away. Slowly that man waves, starts mumbling few words, then starts talking. Oh honey, I am here, ask whatever you want. Then she asks, please tell me who all have to give money for us. Where all you put your money? Please tell me. He tells, the milkman has to give 35,000 to you, to us. And I have deposited 2 lakh money in this bank. Please take it. And opposite house person, he has to give 1.5 lakh to us. All this account goes on. Suddenly, the husband says, honey, I want to tell you one more thing. I have to give 10 lakh to such and such a friend. Please return that. Suddenly she says, it doesn't look like my husband's voice. It doesn't look like my husband's voice. Is there anybody else? Be very clear. Only as long as it supports you, All these ideas are okay. So don't believe all these media, or medium and all these things. And don't waste your time in all this talking with the people who are dead. We have no time to talk to the people who are alive. Why to waste the time in talking with the people who are dead? And people who are directly related to our business, our life. Let us talk to them first. Let us work with them first. Why to waste our time with them? Never allow any of these horrible things or things which create suffering into your consciousness. If you don't allow all these things into your consciousness, automatically your intelligence will be established in divine. Thoughts which you take inside is going to play a major role on this one concept of what Krishna says, establishing your intelligence on me. Please understand, whatever you intake, your ahara, you will establish your mind only on that. So let your ahara be purified. Let ahara suddhi happen to you. Automatically, your consciousness will be established in divine. Again and again and again, try to put these ideas inside you. These ideas, let them penetrate you instead of the ideas which depresses you, which makes you feel low energy and which depresses you, which puts you into depression. For example, for last 11 days, you are all listening to these ideas. By now, you know, when some problem comes, automatically you will remember, Swamiji said this. I heard this idea. This is what I have to understand now. Automatically this will start coming up from your being. If it starts coming up, you have heard. Otherwise, you are a silent listener. Silent listener is a person who is sitting and seriously thinking of something else. Who is sitting and seriously thinking of something else. If you are a silent listener, or if you are really heard, can be decided by how much these words repeat in you. I always tell people, when a words come from enlightened consciousness, it simply penetrates you and automatically it comes in your mind whenever you need the help. People ask me, Swamiji, how to remember all these ideas and practice? I tell them, never bother about remembering. Just hear, that's enough. Just listen, that's enough. These words are from my experience. So naturally they will penetrate your being. Whenever it is necessary, you don't have to remember these words. These words will remember you. You don't have to remember them. The words will remember you. Automatically they will come up. Automatically they will erupt in your consciousness like a pop-up. How the pop-ups, they come in the computer. Same way, automatically they will come up in your consciousness and they will guide you. You don't need to do anything. All you need to do is just listen. Means put them into your being. Again and again and again. Try to listen these words. Naturally, your consciousness will be established in divine. Adaschittam samadadum nasaknoshi mayistiram abhyasa yogena tado mamichaptum dhananjaya. Here he says about abhyasa yoga. Why he speaks about abhyasa yoga? Because yesterday, in Vasurupa Darshana Yoga, Krishna gave one glimpse of universal consciousness experience to Arjuna. But Arjuna is not able to stay there permanently. Out of fear or out of the old engrams, samskaras, he came out. He slipped from the consciousness. Now he speaks about Abhyasa Yoga, how to establish yourself in that same consciousness. That's why he speaks about Abhyasa. Oh Arjuna, if you cannot fix your mind upon me without deviation, then follow the regulative principles of bhakti. In this way, you will, through this abhyasa, you will be established in me. Here he gives a solid path or a solid solution to solve your whole life, to establish yourself in that consciousness. Continuously, again and again, with a regular life, receiving these ideas and digesting these ideas in your consciousness. Let your inner space be filled with these ideas. Let you not waste even few moments. Let your whole inner space be filled with these great thoughts. That is the way to establish yourself in that consciousness. Arjuna, Krishna gives some more tips for establishing yourself in the consciousness and radiating bhakti.
So yes, so revelation by Swamiji on true love. Swami says beautifully, any love, what we feel is actually in fluctuations, because anything which starts, the loves which start has to end. And what is true love never starts and never ends. So when we cognize that, and not only cognize that, when we experience the true love, then we'll know by experience what Swamiji is saying by your own experience, that love never starts and love never ends. And what we generally feel as love has starts, and it, due to some fluctuations with mood, it changes. So with this, we have come to the conclusion for the today's sessions, today's day. It was a wonderful day. The revelation by Swamiji on the conflict management, especially on the relationships. And the whole today's sessions program was designed in a way that you understand the relationship, how, from which cognition, from which center you should operate every relationship. Then we'll be able to manage the conflicts in the relationship that we face in our own life, whether in terms of spouse, son, father, mother, or even the colleagues. So these sessions are really powerful sessions. When you apply it in your life, powerful cognition, powerful truth in your life, you will see, you'll be able to handle the relationship in much better way and from the consciousness itself. Yes. So with this, we have come to the conclusion. We'll be now finishing the sessions for today with the Purn Mantra. Let's join our hands in Namaskar Mudra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Sarvam Bhagavad Sri Nithyananda Paramashivoham Padukarpanamastu. Om Nithyanandam. Yes.
Thank you all, Nithyanandam.
Yes, thank you all, Nithyanandam. And don't forget to join us for the tomorrow's sessions, starting with the Nithyananda Yoga. And remember, without missing, do the yoga. It's not just about the physical flexibility, strength, or for the body health, but it prepares you to receive that super conscious energy. So make sure that you are joining. Thank you, Nithyananda.